How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my first video on the running channel, well, on the second channel. So yeah guys, today we are going to have a running training talk. I'm first of all going to explain just who I am as a runner and what PBs I have, etc. And then we're going to talk about some training things. So yeah, I'm not, by the way, before I start this, I'm not trying to flex or anything. I'm just trying to yeah, give you guys some stats just so you know who I am as a runner for the future, and then you can like compare my splits and all that for when I do sessions when I'm back from my setback. So my specialist distances are the 3,000 meters and the 5k, and I also like the 10k as well, but I've only done one of them. But yeah, so for track PBs, they're not the best. 800 is 219 and 1500 is, can't even remember what my 1500 was. It was 2 years ago. I think I did 446, I want to say, around that 445 to 450 mark 2 years ago, and I reckon I could do about maybe sub 440 now. My 3k, I haven't actually run an official track race at the 3k yet because I've been injured throughout that. So yeah, and then after that, yeah, for the 5k I have done 17:51 at the Wirral Seaside 5k in May 2019. Sorry for the noise in the background, guys, just people in my family walking around really. And now we're going to go on to a bit of a training talk. So the first thing I want to address is threshold runs. Now, before you guys challenge me saying like, "Oh, I'm not a coach." Yeah, okay, I'm not a coach, but I've got this from other YouTubers and also just people who are like really good runners, like 14 to 15 minute 5k runners. Who do their stuff at a certain pace and it works for them, and that's why they're so good. So for example, people like Chris Perry from my club, Vale Royal, he's very good. And yeah, what we're going to talk about anyway, guys, is threshold and tempo runs. So Chris Perry's 5k PB is sub 14 minutes. I can't remember what it actually is. And that's around, that's like 2:48 per kilometre, I think. And I don't know what that is in miles, to be honest. Probably about 4:30 to 4:40 pace. Let me know in the comments if you know. But yeah, he does his tempo runs, guys, at 5:20 per mile pace or 3:18 per kilometre. And so that's over 30 so that's around 30 seconds per kilometre slower than his actual 5k pace. And for me, being a 17:51 5k runner, that's 3:33 per kilometre, I think. So my tempo runs, well, he does longer tempo runs though, to be fair. So like for a longer tempo run, it's 30 seconds. Maybe, I'd say around 20 seconds per kilometre slower than your 5k pace for the tempo run when you're doing shorter tempo runs like 3 mile tempo or 4 mile tempo, etc. And yeah, so for me, the shorter tempo runs would be around 3:50 to 3:55 per kilometre. And then for the longer tempo runs, so 5 mile plus, it'd be 4 Well, but yeah, basically 4:03 per kilometre or 6:30 per mile pace. And then 6:15 for the shorter tempo runs, because I forgot to say what that is in miles. And I see loads of people who I have on my Strava do like way too fast for their tempo runs. I'm not going to name any because it's not like against them. Like, if it works for them, it's fine. It's because they have like better running form, etc. But they would then need to like balance it out with a lot more easy runs and all that, in my opinion. But yeah, if you guys disagree, then yeah, nothing I can do about that really. And you can explain your thoughts down in the comment section if you want to. But yeah, they're my opinions, because also like other runners like okay, so now I thought what I was gonna say, but yeah, Eliud Kipchoge, like during his marathon training, he did his long tempo runs, but his was obviously very long because he was doing, more of a long run combining with a tempo. Really, he doesn't actually do proper tempo runs. He does it in his long run. But his tempo to threshold miles are around 5 minutes per mile pace, when his marathon race pace is like 440 or 450 per mile. Well, that's what he does during his long runs. If he ever does tempos, it's probably around his goal half marathon pace. But yeah, in my opinion, and in some other YouTubers' opinion as well, they also have this. The tempo runs should be between your 10-mile and half marathon pace. Yeah, and that's how. And also from what I've saw from other people, it seems to be around that sort of pace too. I think as well. So. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to say for my first running video. Just my opinion on tempo runs, and also for those of you who run their tempo runs all out, you need to stop, because it's basically just a time trial every week, or however many times you do a tempo run. I used to do it around every 2 to 3 weeks, and then yeah, basically overdone the mileage a little bit with the sessions, and that's how I got injured. So yeah, because I was doing 2 sessions a week, tiring myself out, as well as doing loads of volume on top of that. And but by the way, when I say loads, I am only 15, so 30 miles a week for a 15-year-old is a pretty big amount. So yeah. But yeah, that's all I have to say about tempo runs. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.